himself a kitty cat. Can you believe it? Come on.
Hello? Anybody in here?
He's still breathing.
Yeah, but he's not breathing right.
Come on, let's get out of here.
I think he's having a heart attack.
Come on, get this stuff.
I think he's got something in his pocket, some pills or something. Yeah, here they are.
Come on, you old man, get out of here.
What? He's under his...
It's too late. He's gone. Hey, this ain't like murder, is it?
No. He just had a heart attack, that's all. Well, old men have heart attacks. It ain't our fault, it just...
May not seem like murder to you, Jenks, my boy. I have a feeling this man's friends might think different about it.
Come on, get this stuff, let's go.
Why would Dave go in there without pulling his gun?
I don't know, Eddie. Well, yeah. Security patrol. That kind of neighborhood. You tend to let your guard down a little.
Well, when Dave was on the force, he'd be the last man in the world to pull a stunt like that.
Come on, Eddie, the man's dead. You sound like you want to put him on report.
I do. He's my friend. I'd like to see him alive again. You tell his wife yet?
They split up about 4 years ago.
I didn't know that. Has it been that long since we all got together?
I've been a door shaker for 8 years, Eddie. I don't think we got together more than 2 or 3 times since I started the agency.
Never thought it'd be that long, did you? Not the way the three of us were when we started out. Where do we start?
I want you to assign some additional officers to that neighborhood. I think I've got an organized burglary ring started there.
How many officers?
I'd like to have 100.
In that case, I can't spare any.
Well, so somewhere between those two numbers, 0 and 100, we ought to find a figure we could compromise on, don't you think?
Well, how about the number we all started out with, you and me and Dave? How about 3? 8 officers, Webster, Gillis, and Danko. Gentlemen, this is Mr. Art Haskell.
These?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Eddie, you know, if maybe you have some men with more experience,
Art, as you well know, a police department is overworked, understaffed, underpaid, and generally unloved. I picked these guys because they're the best available, because you need them, and they need you. So, do we go?
No appeal, huh?
Art, I'm a reasonable man. You can always appeal.
Okay, I'm appealing. I want some men with more experience.
Art, they have exactly the same amount of experience you and I had when we first started.
Appeal denied, in other words.
No other words. Those are the words. You want to add anything?
No. I'll wait outside. See you men in 5 minutes. Bring your notebooks.
All right, gentlemen, this is it. Mr. Haskell operates a security patrol in the Westdale area. He's had 7 burglaries in the last 3 months. He has asked our help.
Excuse me, Lieutenant, but isn't that kind of overreacting? I mean, as far out as it sounds, just 2 burglaries a month in any community isn't cause for alarm.
It is when you only had 3 last year and when a man was killed as a result of one of these burglaries.
Only 3 the whole of last year?
than the whole of the year before. You'll be on special assignment in the area. You'll get further details from Mr. Haskell regarding M.O. and any possible evidence. Questions?
Sir, to whom are we responsible?
To me, through him. Does his name ring a bell to any of you?
No, sir.
Art Haskell is the best cop I've ever seen in the force and the best I ever expect to see.
Then why isn't he still on the force?
Because he was muscled out 10 years ago for being the leader of a movement to establish a patrolman's pension fund. Developed a little drinking problem. He got rid of it, and he opened up this security agency.
Lieutenant, you know, you didn't exactly stress this kind of assignment when you talked to us about a new breed of police officer.
No, Officer Gillis, I didn't. And you didn't exactly mention that you felt that only the downtrodden were entitled to fair law enforcement. Art Haskell has paid his dues and part of ours. To repeat, he's the best cop I've ever seen and the best I ever expect to see. Learn from him.
Why don't you fellas stretch your legs? I'm gonna get some gas, and I'll show you the neighborhood.
Hi, Art.
Hey, Fred, give me $3 worth of gas.
Check the oil, too?
Yeah, Fred, please, please.
Anything new on those burglaries?
Not yet, Fred, but we're working on it. Whoa, watch it.
Oh, sorry, Art. Oh, it's fine.
Good.
These cops going to help you patrol?
For a little while, I guess.
That's a good idea, I'd say. You want any trading stamps?
No, no, Fred, you keep them for yourself. Give them to the missus.
Thanks, Ed.
You guys ready to go?
Yep.
Let's go.
I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Yeah? Well, I'm getting out of here now. You and me both.
Neither one of you are getting anywhere. You leave this area, and there'll be more cops on your tail than a toad has warts. We stay put, and it's business as usual.
You mean business as usual here? You don't mean knocking off any more places?
I mean business as usual. I owe this community a debt. Wouldn't want to stop me from repaying that debt. Wouldn't be fair. All my old friends in the neighborhood.
The MO is always the same. People return home to find it been cleaned out, or I arrive late just after a silent alarm. Window open, door lock's just possibly picked.
Or just possibly picked.
Officer Webster, when a door has not been forced, a key is the last thing that you rule out.
Has any of the stuff shown up at the local pawn shops?
Nothing yet.
Maybe they're fencing the stuff.
It would have turned up by now. It's all pawnable. No, it reflects the nature of the burglars.
I don't understand, sir. How's that?
They're new at it. Whoever's fencing this stuff doesn't have a big contact.
Any hypes in the neighborhood?
Well, we have a few three-button lawyers that smoke a joint and feel they've liberated their heads. But if you talk about somebody on a habit, needs bread to feed it, last time anyone around here dropped acid, it was to wash down the walls of a swimming pool.
Well, that certainly doesn't give us much to go on, does it, sir?
That doesn't give us anything to go on, Officer Gillis. That's why I asked Eddie for help. Now, he tells me that one of you men is married. Which one is that?
That'd be me.
All right, you'll take the early turn. 10 until 4. You other two overlap. Midnight till 6.
Which one do you take, sir?
Me, I take them all.
See you later.
Yeah. Well, I can see what Riker meant. The guy's good.
So are the people he's up against. The people we're up against.
Well, 540. Where do you suppose our friend Haskell is now, huh?
Who knows? He kept his route a secret. He's probably cruising the whole area, huh?
Probably.
Uh-oh, looks like action.
Yeah.
All right, sir, just hold it right there, please.
Driver, please keep your hands where I can see them.
Look, I live right here on the corner. She was just dropping me off, you know?
Could I see your operator's license, please?
Could you lower your voice, please, before my wife sticks her head out the window to see what's going on? And sees what is going on?
May I see your operator's license to verify that address, please, sir?
Yeah.
Ludlow 7, Haskell here. Come in, please.
I'll get it.
Okay, Mr. Fulmer.
Not so loud, man. She's got ears like a giraffe.
Roger. Willie, silent alarm. 1611 Belton Terrace.
He's breathing. I said he's breathing. Now, it's not a good idea to move him, especially with a head injury. I've already phoned for the meat wagon. It's on its way.
What'd you come up with?
Nothing new, sir. That's just a preliminary DR number. Anything on Mike?
Concussion. He's resting at home today. Be on the job tomorrow. How you two?
Pushed. We had to wait at the house until the owners got back. They were hosting the JC telethon.
Yeah, and Mr. Haskell didn't want us to leave the house unattended.
He's right. Is that all?
Except for an idea we'd like to lay on you.
Listening.
Mike said that he answered the silent alarm, and as soon as he stopped, somebody belted him from behind. Now, when we pulled up, Haskell was there.
That's true. So what?
Well, sir, we want to go on record as at least being aware of the fact that Haskell might be pulling these burglaries himself. Well, he knows everyone's schedule, knows when they'll be in or out. He has access.
Now, look here, Officer Gillis. I know how you feel about this assignment.
And we know how you feel about Haskell, sir. But if his name was Smith or Jones, you would have had him listed as a possible suspect.
You want it to go on record, you've accomplished it. You're talking about the best police officer I've known in my 22 years on the force. Don't you challenge his integrity to me. Your assignment is to work with him, not conspire against him. That's all. Dismissed.
It's nice to have you home for a whole day.
Nice to be home for a whole day. Who that?
I don't know. Never learn.
Hey.
How's the head?
Hey, all right.
Okay.
Getting better?
So, how was the fallen warrior?
Better all the time. Good. Hey, how's it going downtown?
Well, we'd rather not talk about that. Riker's on the warpath. He's spitting tacks.
Now, why do you two always pick on poor Lieutenant Riker?
Poor Lieutenant Riker. And it's not just Riker. It's he's teamed up with some guy named Haskell, who's just as hard-nosed, if you can imagine such a
Well,
thing.
when Mike gets back on duty, you'll have him outnumbered.
That's right.
Who's that?
3 against 2. You can handle it.
You can do it.
Good afternoon. Is Officer Danko in?
Well, yeah.
My name is Haskell. I came by to see how he's feeling.
Well, come right in, Mr. Haskell.
Thank you.
Mike's in the living room. We were just talking about you.
How you doing, sir?
Oh, could I get coffee?
No, thank you. Not for me. I'm not going to be here that long. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll be back on duty tomorrow night.
The report said you didn't see or hear anything when they clobbered you. Is that true?
Yeah, that's right. I didn't even have a chance to get my seatbelt off before I caught it.
Well, that's a shame. Okay. Well, I'll be shoving off now. Good to see you, fellas.
Okay, thanks for coming by.
Oh.
I'm very sorry.
Oh. Well, that's all right. It's okay.
This meant a great deal to you, didn't it?
Well, it was given to Mike when he was in the service. Man said it was kind of valuable.
No, it isn't.
Well, the guy that gave it to me said it was worth quite a bundle.
Officer Danko, even a door shaker can read. Made in Japan. I'd say that it's probably a pretty good replica, everything considered. Well, I'll let myself out.
Thanks for stopping by, Mr. Haskell. Maybe next time you can stay a little longer.
Probably won't be a next time. Thank you.
It's charming.
Yeah, ain't he? I really like what he had to say about the furnishings around here. Looks good, but it's not. I mean, I don't want a broken replica lying around.
He knew it was a replica before he turned it over.
Yeah. If he knows that much about art, then he might be off the hook.
You two have a conversation of your own. What are you talking about?
Well, the pattern in all the burglaries has been to ignore fine art. Now, if Haskell knows that much about art, then he's probably not involved.
Why, do you think he was really involved in any of these jobs?
We know he was involved. What we don't know is whether he's involved for us or against us.
Hello? Fred? You back there? Yeah, in here. Who is it? Oh, hello, Ted. Come on in. Well, it's nice to see you. Oh, is there anything I can do for you? Something wrong with your car?
No. The car is fine. Right as rain. No, as a matter of fact, I stopped in to talk to you. Do you mind if I close the door? I think a little privacy might help matters, you know?
No. Go right ahead.
Well, now, the thing is, you see, I've just been appointed chairman of the membership committee of the club, you see? And it's renewal time, you know? Time to come up with the old dues, you understand, don't you?
No, I don't think I do understand, Ted.
Oh, well, you see, the thing is, last year you were the head engineer at the plant, you know? And this year you're running a gas station. So I guess I just sort of thought that you couldn't afford the dues. That's all.
Well, I can't. But I sent a letter in asking for an honorary withdrawal for a year. Isn't that a lot?
Oh, yes, of course. That's a sure thing, of course, yes. It's just that I thought that maybe it might be better for you to just drop out until you got back on your feet. Financially speaking, that is.
Ted, why don't you stop lying to me?
Hey, fella, I wouldn't lie to you.
You know as well as I do that there are a lot of people in this town that just don't like having the local gas station jockey in the same tennis club with them. It bugs them.
Look, Fred, sometimes, you know, things can't be helped. I mean, it wasn't your fault that the government didn't make that plane. And it wasn't your fault that the company went under. And it isn't my fault that some of these people in the club, they just can't make this adjustment. They're really on edge, but it's not your fault. And it's not my fault. And yet here we are. It's just one of those things that we've got to make the best of it now, don't we?
What is the best of it?
Look, Fred, you know if it were up to me, I'd be happy to go along with this. But I'm just one little guy with one little vote. They would appreciate it if you'd resign your membership, Fred.
I'll have a letter in the mail tomorrow.
Thanks, Fred. You're being very decent about this, and I won't forget it.
Neither will I.
How's the head?
It's okay. Kind of missed that double vision. It was nice having two women around the house, you know?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah?
Ludlow 9, this is Haskell. What's your location?
3217 Hargrove.
Ludlow 7, what's your location?
3214 Hargrove, sir.
I told you to work as a team, gentlemen, not as Siamese twins. Just because you look down on this job doesn't mean you have to do it badly. Move those units.
What time they say they pick up the car?
Friday night.
That's fine.
I still think we ought to cool it a while.
You do a lot of complaining, don't you? For young men who are getting all the money from what we're taking.
Look, I don't know why you don't want any of the take, but we agreed on that when we first started this. But we got to fence all this ourselves. Now, you get your jollies off stealing just to steal, that's fine. That's fine. But don't change the deal on us now, friend. Not now.
Nobody's changing the deal. We got 2 more jobs to do, then we're done. First, we hit Mr. Fulmer's for some power tools.
Now, you can't give much anything for power tools.
You see, we're not going to fence them. We're going to use them to break into the safe at the tennis club next weekend.
A safe? We're not gonna do a safe.
Yes, we are. You see, the ladies always leave their jewelry in the safe while they're out busy socializing on the courts. And the men really dislike leaving their wallets in those little tin boxes that pass for lockers downstairs.
Yeah, but a safe, I mean, that's got alarms and stuff. We don't know anything about safes.
I happen to know everything about that safe. I was chairman of the finance committee that allocated the funds to buy it. I know where that alarm is, and I know how to get past it.
And bad luck for us if we're caught.
No. Bad luck for whoever catches us. I think somebody wants some gas. Hi there. Something I can do for you?
No, just need a little water, that's all.
Gas, oil?
No, we're in good shape, thank you.
I'll check your tires for you. At least I can do that for you.
You don't give up very easily, do you?
Well, that's what it's all about, young man, isn't it? That's what the free enterprise system is all about. Never giving up. Always doing more for the customer than the next man. Besides, what with all the good work you're doing for the people around here, nothing is too good for you.
Well, thank you, sir, but we're not going to accomplish anything unless we get rolling.
I think you're just trying to keep us around here to make sure that you don't get robbed.
All right. Just trying to stay on the right side of the law.
Here's a man in a hurry.
Yeah, let's keep him company.
No pain?
No.
You sure?
No pain, I'm fine.
Okay. But you can't be too careful in those kind of things.
Why not just sign a release that I don't intend to sue young William over here, huh?
How are they?
Well, they're better than they have any right to be. They got a few bumps and bruises, that's about it.
You had a blowout in the middle of a pursuit, that's what I've been told.
Yes, sir, that's what happened.
Well, what were you pursuing?
Light blue pickup. Speeding violation.
Did you get the license number?
We never got close enough.
All right, get yourselves patched up and get back to the precinct. Haskell wants to talk to you.
What about?
What else? Another burglary. It happened about a half an hour after you rolled your unit. You sure that was a light blue pickup?
Why?
No reason. I'm just double checking.
He never asked a question for no reason in his life.
Nope.
No, and I don't think you made the trip down here for no reason either. Hmm?
Yep.
Okay. I want you two officers to get out of here. You much too healthy.
Healthy? Us?
Mm-hmm.
Healthy?
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Bye.
Just a lot of power tools, that's all.
Nothing else. They didn't touch the TVs or the stereo, not a thing.
Who knew you and your wife were gonna be gone all day?
Nobody. Everybody. What can I tell you? I don't know who she told. I don't know who I told, for that matter.
With the increase we've been having in burglaries around here, don't you think it would pay you to be a bit more careful?
That's what we're paying you for, Mr. Haskell. Or did you forget?
No, sir. I did not forget that. You see, Officer Danko, Mr. Fulmer is president of the Westdale Citizens Alliance. They are the nice people that employ me.
A lot of good it's doing us. Over $700 in power tools. That's a lot of money, you know.
Yes, sir. I do know that.
Yeah, Mr. Fulmer, that back window, that was the point of entry, is that right?
That's right.
This Mr. and Mrs. Byers, they can verify that you and your wife were at the tennis club all day?
Yes, they can.
Let me see. I'll get a stenotype to take a statement. Lieutenant, I gotta talk to you.
Well, here I am. Go ahead and talk.
Look, I know how you feel about Haskell.
No, you don't know how I feel, Officer Danko, about Haskell. You assume you know how I feel.
When you tell me he's the best officer you've ever seen on the force, that gives me a pretty good idea now, doesn't it?
All right, so you know how I feel. Go on.
The Fulmer place. Now, Haskell said they got in by breaking the back window. When I got there, he was already inside. He heard me coming. The reason he heard me coming was because I was stepping on pieces of broken glass.
I don't know what this has to do with anything, Danko.
The window was broken from the inside, Lieutenant. That's why there was glass outside on the lawn. You know, as security officer in that neighborhood, he's got keys to all those houses. He knows when people are going to be there and when they're not.
Danko, I am not going to listen to another hair-brained...
You wanted from the DMV on Haskell's vehicle, Lieutenant.
Light blue pickup. Matches the description of the one that they were chasing when they had the blowout.
A lot of pickups like that, but still not much to go on.
It's enough for me. Well, I'm glad I came down here. You guys would have probably let me go right on paying that guy while he's robbing every house in town.
Mr. Fulmer, what we were talking about is nothing more than circumstantial evidence.
Oh, look, I'm not talking about taking a guy to court. I'm talking about not expecting a guy to solve a crime that he's committing. You police are always talking about rights. Well, I've got some rights, too. I have a right to fire that man, Lieutenant, and I intend to use that right.
Oh, that's just terrific, Eddie. That's wonderful. Then you keep telling me about how great these three guys were. What you forgot to mention is their job was to get me canned.
All right, they were...
Why couldn't you ask me about that glass at Fulmer's house? Why couldn't you ask me where I was when those guys took off in that truck? Now, listen, there is more than one light blue pickup truck on the street these days. You know that?
All right, I was going to ask you. I just never got a chance. Fulmer heard me and Danko talking. He reacted before we could do anything about it.
Okay, Eddie. So what am I supposed to do now? I'm off the city force. Now I lose this. I only know how to do one thing, Eddie. That's be a police officer.
Well, maybe after Fulmer calms down.
Okay, Eddie. Then what?
Till then, you do nothing. You just tough it out, that's all.
Okay, Eddie. You know, Eddie, you once told me booze was a crutch. Now I'm telling you, if I can't be a policeman, I'm a cripple. You men are a new breed of cops, all right. Not better, just new.
Don't go getting down on yourselves. You did the right thing. You had suspicions and you reported them.
It's not very right if he happens to be innocent.
Well, the world is not what it's supposed to be, Officer Webster. It never has been. That's why our job exists.
Not used to seeing you out of uniform.
Well, you can get used to it, Fred. I got myself canned.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Because of all the robberies around here?
That's what they said. Listen, give me $2 worth of gas, will you? No, fill it up. Car may as well get tanked up, too.
Got any plans?
No. Why, you want to give me a job wiping windshields?
No, nothing like that. I was just thinking, though, that, well, this might sound a little heartless, but with all the holdups and robberies around here, I ought to have a weapon of some sort around the place. And if you're through being a security guard, maybe you'd sell me your revolver.
Sure, I got no more use for it.
I do, though.
Mr. Haskell?
Yeah, that's... What do you say, man? What do you say there?
Would you mind telling us what you're doing here?
Not a bit. I'm as full of booze as a rum runner's gas tank. I'm a danger to life and limb, particularly my own. That gentleman is known as public drunkenness. Oh, your turn.
Sir?
What you guys gonna do, run me in?
No, sir, I think we better run you home.
Yeah. Run me home!
All right.
Run him home!
This is it. Watch your step.
Take it easy, take it.
Well, here we are, man.
Yeah.
This is a fantastic place, and I hid all that loot I stole. You see, I've already fenced most of it, man, but I still got a few things left. This magnificent mink, and my lovely colored console T. Velson set. And this is my wonderful, comfy couch that I sleep on. All of this fantastic, fabulous wealth, man. I saved this up after almost 20 years as a police officer. But ain't a job. At least it ain't a 9-to-5 job. It's all the time. 24 hours a day. It's everything you say, everything you think. Being a policeman, there's way more than just having a job. That's the way it used to be, anyway.
You know, when we first got on this assignment, I wasn't very involved with it. Television set gets stolen, power tools, whatever. Things. I kept thinking, this isn't why I joined up. I joined to work with people.
And?
That's people over there, man. That's people.
Hope you don't take any cream and sugar because I couldn't find any.
What the devil are you doing here? How'd you get in?
A couple of my rookies told me you were drunk as a fish and talking trash, so I picked the lock and I got in here. You want to perform citizen's arrest?
Hey, if I want to drink, I'm gonna drink.
Fine, but first you're going to answer a couple of questions. Police garage says Webster and Gillis didn't have a blowout. The valve stem was pulled. What do you know about the guy that runs that station?
Fred, he seemed like a pretty good guy. I don't know him very well.
Does he have a truck?
Yeah, he does. A light blue pickup truck.
Get going. Get dressed. Did you get Fulmer in here?
Oh, he couldn't. His wife said he was unavailable, but she's upstairs in the interrogation room.
Wait here. Come on. Miss Fulmer, I'm Lieutenant Riker. You know Mr. Haskell here.
Yes, but I don't know what I'm doing here, Lieutenant. I thought you had all the information about the robbery.
One more question, Mrs. Fulmer. When was the last time you had your car serviced?
Well, I don't know. Yes, I do. It was yesterday.
You leave your house keys in that car?
Yes, so all the keys are on one ring.
That's it, then. Can I take a look at that key ring, see what keys are on there?
Well, of course. Not that I think it will accomplish anything. Well, let's see. Car keys, house keys, key to the garage, key to the ladies' steam room.
What was that last one again?
At the tennis club, the ladies' steam room. That's where my husband is now. Not in the ladies' steam room, of course, but at the tennis club. He's playing in the senior men's tournament. Hates being called a senior man.
What other keys are on there?
Well, there's just this one, the key to the office at the tennis club.
What do they keep in that office?
Well, nothing really, just records and things. And the safe, of course.
I'll be right back.
Put it back.
Thought you always said no guns.
I changed my mind. Put it back.
Little car trouble?
Yeah, some woman. Dead battery.
Yeah, where is she?
Where's who?
The woman who owns the car.
Oh, up there playing tennis, I guess.
Why don't we go find her?
Hey, what are you guys doing here? And especially you.
We're trying to prevent a burglary, Mr. Fulmer. Where's the office?
It's back. But I've got the only key.
Don't bank on it. Lead the way.
Oh, come on. Where is she? Which one?
I don't know. They're all in those white outfits. It's hard to tell them apart, you know?
No, we don't know. No, you tell them apart now.
Oh, there she is over there.
It's the cops, man. They got us wired. We better give up.
No.
No, there's 3 of them and 2 of us.
There's 3 of them and 1 of us.
lets anyone get heroic. Let him go whatever way he wants.
I know my way out of this place. I know how this place is laid out. I used to belong here. In every hallway, every closet.
And you know well enough to know that we could have sealed it off, and we have.
When you can't respect what you've come to, you can't respect who you are. So I haven't got a thing to lose. I won't go much lower. See? Not in this life.
That's quite a chance you took making a jump like that.
Well, you see, I didn't know I was going to get all this help.
Well, he's beautiful, Mr. Haskell. Thank you.
Well, it seemed like the least I could do. It's not an exact duplicate of that one I broke, but it's the closest I could find.
It's close enough. It looks terrific.
Well, I hate to bust this up. I have to get back to the precinct, make sure everything's in order. See you boys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good to see you again, man. Later. Hey, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Lieutenant.
Bye-bye.
Well, okay.
Oh, well, I'm afraid to look.
Well, give it to me.
Oh,
Look.
keep your eye look like...
He bet me $5 you couldn't resist the temptation to see where that thing was made.
Well, Lieutenant, like you said, he's the best you ever saw. Best you ever expect to see.
Yes, he is the best I ever saw, Gillis. But I expect to see a lot better in the near future.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Well, at least it's not made in Japan. Is Formosa that much of an improvement?